Hey guys, Aaron Chapman, Security National Mortgage again. I'm at home working from here. It's everybody's doing the social distancing thing, trying to keep away from each other. See if we can work together to keep this from getting too out of hand. We definitely need to be working together. We're in a situation right now where there's a lot of frustration. People are like, oh, you're not closing yet. You should have closed already. Why are you not locked? Why is your appraisal not in? Getting a lot of that going on right now. Guys, we need to be forging human capital more so than trying to forge cash flows or closings or stock improvements or whatever that might be, or interest rates. We need to be working with each other. The market only improves when people help each other, or when actually people work in a sane manner. Right now, when people are panicking and going nuts, that's when markets fall apart. That's when economies crash. That's when nations come fall to pieces, if you will. Is when people become irrational. So let's be rational about what we're doing. If you've got tenants, work with them if they're having a hard time making payments on that. If you've got people you're selling houses to, give them a little bit more room on the timing on that, because we're having a hard time getting a notary set up. We're trying to get these deals done, trying to get appraisers in there. We're asking people to go out there on the streets in areas where they're trying to tell us not to go on the street. So, be aware of that. Work together to solve the problem. That's the only way we're going to solve it as a group. What I want to do is give you something going into the weekend to use, because I'm getting a lot of people asking me, how do I know when's a good time to lock? Can you alert me when it's a good time to lock? Well, I'll do my best to get that out to everybody, but it's just such a crazy range. And then, what if the whole world reaches out to me and says, I want to lock now? Well, I have to be able to lock those individually. There's no blanket lock that I can do. It's really, really tough because each of them price out differently per individual. So I have to be cautious of that too. So I thought, here's a good thing that I might be able to do. So what it is that I do, and I'm going to share a screen here, is I track different securities out there through the mortgage-backed securities, and I track it through different systems. And these systems allow me the capability to see where the market is going, or where it's at right now at that particular time. And I'm trying to find this screen; it's not showing it to me. Let me see here if we can go. Wow, I've got a lot open. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look here. Now, this is one of the things I'm able to track the market on. Here's a normal trading day. When I did my video last week, it was up here. This is what happened. Actually, it wasn't last week. It was 2 days ago. I did this video. This is where the trade was at, way up here. By the time I packed it up and shipped that off to my my marketing guys to get all put together and send out to you guys, this is what happened, over 200-point loss. So I was thinking, what is a way for the general public to be able to track this? Because this is something you have to subscribe to. It does cost money to subscribe to these. So here's where I could send you. mortgagenewsdaily.com/MBS. Here's the site right here. What I'd encourage you to do is go into this chart area, because this is going to show you specific pools. Now, this is showing the JMA bond. This is tied to your FHAs, your BAs, that kind of thing. See this spot right here? It says change coupon. Click on that. Scroll to the 30-year UMBS 4.0. Now, that's going to be the closest place we can go to look at for mortgage-backed securities as it relates to investor loans. So it's not going to be exact, it's going to be close. So when you look at this, you look back over the last 3 months, look at what kind of a beating we've taken here in the market. This is the last 6 months, this is the last year. We're not at our highest levels quite yet, but it feels like we are. Because again, we got into the whole supply and demand thing earlier. If you have a bunch of people standing on the block ready to pay a premium for it, why would you put it on sale? So there's a little bit of premium in there, I'm sure. I can't guarantee it because I'm not working in the background. I'm not back there with the MBS guys on Wall Street pricing this out. But what I'm thinking here, this is just my thought. When these things take these trends that go way down like this or way up, either way, they tend to reach a point where they're going to retrace themselves. This is what has happened technically in the past. We've seen these retracements. And then this retracement, we're thinking, if it gets back here, right now we're down to 102.91, and those numbers are a price number. Don't concern yourself too much with that. If you start seeing this 4.0 work its way back to like the 104.5 area and working its way up from there, halfway between where we peaked out at, you're at the 105, 106.03, between that and the 102.91. If you see that get up there and it sustains that for a day or so, we may have found a good position to start really looking at locking, because I can't guarantee it's going to go all the way up back where we started. If you look at the trend as it goes, it probably could go up into the 105 range conceivably. And as this goes up, means more money is flowing in, therefore rates are going down. Remember, supply and demand. As the supply increases, the price goes down. So this is what we're thinking here. I'm not saying this is going to be 100% accurate. It's a slight spitball in the sense that I've never seen this happen in the market before. It's all new territory, never been here in the past. So I'm giving you something just to look at. This is something that the average person could take a peek at and get a feel for what may be happening. I'm going to put the link up in the email here. But appreciate you guys watching. Take a look at this information. There's a lot of really cool stuff on here. It talks about the market. Understand what the mortgage-backed securities. Don't concern yourself with the Fed's doing. Don't concern yourself. Well, I mean, there's concerns to look at there, and don't be looking at the 10-year for what the rates are. Look here, mortgage-backed security, and also watch The Big Short. It tells you the origination of the mortgage-backed security. We're going to talk about that on Monday. Thank you, guys.